Hello, everyone. As you're coming in, if you don't care, if you could open up the chat box and type the student that you're attending for and your name as the parent. If you can do that as you're coming in the chat box, you will just type your student's name and your name in the chat box. And if you have trouble with it, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out later. But if you do know how to do the chat, type the student name and the parent name in the chat box for us. Thank you. How is everyone? We are going to get started here in 1 minute, just to allow everybody time to get on and get situated. And we don't want to take advantage of your time. I know you guys are busy, so we will get started right away at exactly 6 o'clock in just about 1 more minute. I'm also going to go ahead and mute everyone, but later on, if you do have a question, feel free to unmute yourself and we'll have a time for question and answer towards the end. All right, guys, it is 6 o'clock, so we are going to get started. My name is Jennifer McWhorter, and I am the Director of Educational Talent Search here at WKU. So welcome, and we are so excited to have your students joining us for Chicago this summer. And we really appreciate you guys taking the time to be on here just so we're kind of all on the same page and we can hopefully alleviate any questions you may have. I'm going to let everybody else introduce themselves so you know who's going to be on the trip and which counties we serve. I serve Cumberland County and Edmonson County schools. And I will let Abby go next.
I'm Abby Lathram. I serve Russellville, Metcalfe County, and Logan County.
I'm Ray Collins, and I serve Caverna High School and Hart County.
Hi, I'm Rachel Salyer. I serve Monroe, Allen, and Butler County.
All right. So first, what we're going to do is we just want to make sure that everybody got the packet in the mail. We sent home a packet that had a letter with all of our cell phone numbers on it in case you need that while we're on the trip. We had a paper that has the tentative agenda to kind of outline that again. Our schedule right here of what we'll be doing while we're there. And then a packing list. So you should have gotten all of those things in the mail recently. If not, we also sent an email. So you would have copies of everything. But again, if you didn't get it, let us know and we'll be happy to send you another copy. What we're going to talk about first is kind of some expectations that we have for the trip. This is a big trip. So going to Chicago is not, we don't take it lightly. It's a big trip. A lot of people have never been there before. It's a bigger city. So we do have some expectations for the students, just for their safety and our safety. And just so it's a learning environment, because this is a trip to learn and grow and hopefully, broaden some horizons of some different things. So we expect all students to conduct themselves with maturity, respect. We expect them to respect us and each other. And of course, we would do the same for your students as well. So respect for everybody involved. We just want the students to realize that, we are looking out for their welfare in all situations. We don't want to put them in any danger. So we want to make sure that they're obeying at all times. So it's important to, let them know that this is a school trip. We're treating it like a school trip. So anything that they wouldn't do at school, they don't need to be doing on this trip. Respect, obeying, listening, participating, those kind of things are expected. Free time is not going to be a lot. And there may be some time at night that we'll go to the pool as a group. So they're welcome to bring a bathing suit if they want to participate in that. That's completely optional. But as you can probably see from the schedule, it's a pretty full day. I mean, we get up early, we go all day. It's pretty much from morning till night. So there's not going to be a ton of free time. But if there is, there will always be a chaperone with them. They're not going to be roaming the city by themselves. We're all mothers, so we would not, want that for our children either. So we will be, with them at all times. We do expect them to remain in their rooms at night. We do know they're children still, they're in high school. So we will be having curfew, and we will be doing room checks to make sure everybody's in their room and ready for bed, because we do have early mornings. So we want to make sure that everybody's getting enough rest so that they can, participate and learn the next day. So we will do room checks every night, and we do have a security officer at the hotel at all times. So that's just another level of security, just because it's a big trip. So that's included with the trip. So that security guard will be there when we are spending the night every night. Just like any other school event, there's no alcohol, no tobacco, no drugs, anything of that nature. It's just like a normal school trip. None of that is allowed. And, if we do have any instances or anything that takes place, then, you will be notified immediately of what's going on. So we'll keep in contact if there's anything like that. But I'm hopeful that we have a good group of students and that we're not going to run into any of those things. So let's see, roommates. I know this was in the letter. There are 2 people per room. So every student has their own bed, which is amazing, I think, because when we were growing up, we had to share beds. We had 4 to a room on school trips. So every student has their own bed. And we tried to pair up roommates based on their school. So we tried to make roommates if we could. Sometimes it didn't work out where there was an equal number of boys and girls from each school. So we tried to pair people up that we thought would be a good match with each other, but more than likely you'll probably be with somebody from your school if that worked out evenly. Okay. I think that's it, unless any of the other staff members have anything to add before we go to question and answer. Nope. Okay, so this is your time as parents or even as students. I see some students on here, to unmute, and if you have specific questions about anything, we'll be happy to address those. And if you don't want to speak, go ahead.
I have a question. On some of these, it says pending availability. If say that's not an availability, then what's the alternative?
Oh, something else will be planned in that spot. So we're going through a company called Gerber Tours, and they are currently finalizing our agenda for June. So as of right now, some of them may say pending, but something will eventually be in that slot. So as soon as she gets me the final agenda, we will send that out to everybody, but it will relatively stay the same. Okay. Good question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes.
How much spending money should they need or should they bring? What are they going to be expected? What are they going to be buying? Any meals or anything on their own?
No, everything is completely paid for. So all snacks, all meals, everything is provided. So the only spending money they will need is if they want to buy souvenirs. We're not going to go buy them a Starbucks every day or anything like that. So if they want to bring extra money for that kind of thing, they're more than welcome. But we will provide breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we will be bringing some snacks to the hotel, just to munch on and things like that in the evenings. And they will get their $40 back. So when they show up to, the bus that morning, we will hand them their $40 back. So there's $40 of spending money that they'll have right off the bat.
I have a question.
Oh, okay.
My daughter takes daily medications. And is it okay that she is it okay that she packs them with her and takes her? Of course, she knows how to take them and stuff.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes. And then if you need us to help monitor anything or set reminders for her, you're more than welcome to send that information to us, and we'll make sure that schedule keep going.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
I have a quick question.
Yeah. Hi.
As far as the room sharing, both of my kids are going, my daughter and my son, is there any way for them to be put in the same room?
Unfortunately, we have to keep girls and boys separate. So, but
Oh, okay.
Xander will have, you're Xander's mom, right? We'll get
Yes,
him
I
paired up.
am.
We're going to get him paired up with somebody that'll be just great. So he'll make a new friend.
And I have one other question. I just want to make sure I got the address right for the hall so that we make sure that we're there on time. Is
Yes.
that 439 University Boulevard?
Oh,
Okay.
you cut out. What did you
Thank you.
say again?
Oh, I was just checking to see if the address for Jones Jaggers Hall was 439 University Boulevard.
You know, I don't know the exact number, but if you when on your map app, if you look up McNeil Elementary School, that is probably the most accurate address. You'll pull right into the parking lot where the tour bus will be. So McNeil Elementary School, if you Google that, that's exactly where you need to be.
When I Google or
Thank
when
you.
I looked up 439 University Boulevard, it does take you to the correct spot.
Oh, good.
I have a question. So I'm pretty sure I'm the only girl from my school, but I know another girl from a different school. Could we request roommates?
Go ahead and send that to your academic coordinator. What school are you from?
Russellville.
Russellville. Go ahead and do that, and we will try our best. We can't make any guarantees, but we will definitely try to do that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, I've got a question.
Yes.
Brittany is needing another shirt. Is there any way possible she can get another one?
Yes. So we are going to be providing a STEM shirt for all of, or not a STEM, a Chicago shirt for all of them that they'll get when they come to the bus that morning. They're going to have a travel blanket that they'll get for the bus. And then if they do still have their ETS shirt that we handed out this school year, we would hope that they would bring that to wear one day. But if not, go ahead and have them email their coordinator, whoever they work with at the school, and we'll make sure that we get them another shirt.
Right. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Any other questions?
I had a question.
Okay.
My daughter was put on a waiting list. Christian Coleman is my son. My
Yes.
daughter, Nikayla Coleman, was put on the waiting list. Are there any available spots?
Not as of today. No, everybody has accepted their invitation. Now, if something were to open up, we would definitely go to the waiting list. But as of today, everybody has accepted, which, you know, is a good thing. I will tell you that, you know, we will have other events coming up, and we plan to hopefully do this every summer with a different city. So just keep telling her to apply because she's a great student. So hopefully one day
Thank
she'll be able to go.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Any other
And
questions?
I had one other question. With them going to the big city of Chicago, would Christian or the students be able to maybe take some pepper spray just for self-protection? Is that okay? I know it's considered a school trip, and I don't really want to send him with a weapon, but pepper spray, would that be okay?
Yeah, that's completely fine. Yeah, no weapons for sure, but pepper spray,
Obviously.
yeah, is totally fine. And you know, just to alleviate some fears, this is a well-known tour company, so we'll be on a bus with an official tour guide. So the tour guide will be with us the whole trip. They even are in the hotel with us, so they know Chicago in and out. They know the places to go and not to go. And so they're very usually safe trips, but yes, you can bring pepper spray if that makes, you know, him feel better.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Do you guys have a Facebook page that, you know, you'll be posting to?
We do have a Facebook page. So if you go to Facebook and look up, I think it's just WKU Educational Talent Search.
Yeah.
That is
Okay.
where that's where we post a lot of different event photos. So WKU Educational Talent
Awesome.
Search.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Will y'all be reaching out to us parents to let us know that you arrived okay? Or
Yes.
is that just basically just up to the student to call?
Well, we hope that your student will reach out to you and let you know, but if you definitely want us to keep you informed, again, let us know. And we will be happy to do that. Most students, I think, will probably reach out to their parents, but again, if you want us to let you know, just let us know and we will put you on a list. And we may even, if any parents want to be like on a group chat, like a group me app, we could create that if anybody's interested in that kind of contact.
To add to what Jennifer said, as well, our cell phones are listed on the information. So you have full range if you need to contact us and check, feel free. We are there for your students and for you to text us, call us at any time.
Yes.
So we will have that open communication with all parents and students.
Yep. So like I said earlier, all 4 of us are moms. And we take the trip seriously. We take our job seriously. We want everybody to be safe and have a great educational time. We will be doing some college visits and some STEM related activities. So, we just want everybody to be safe and have a good time. So we'll be their little mamas for the week. Good questions. Anybody else have any questions?
I have one thing to say. If anyone got on here and didn't hear her announce, if you would mind opening up your chat and putting in your student's name in the chat so we know what parents have attended, and those parents who've not attended will reach out to you individually. So I see a lot of names that don't have a last name, or I'm not sure who they're with. So if you wouldn't mind to open up the chat, the comment, and just type in your student's name, that would be great.
Yeah, and I'm just now also noticing that somebody typed that they couldn't hear. Hopefully you have been able to hear, but if not, okay.
That was me. I got
Okay.
it.
Okay. What I was going to say, we are recording this for some parents that weren't able to make the meeting that we're going to be meeting with individually. So we can always send you the recording if you missed anything.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay,
Thank
perfect.
you.
All right, good questions. Any other questions before we wrap up? We don't want to take a lot of your time.
I have a question.
Yes.
On behalf of Kay McFarland, she wanted to make sure that she was fully registered. Cadence McFarland from Caverna High School.
She is.
All right.
Yep. And we're taking 32 students, and all 32 are officially registered with Gerber Tours, and we have everyone's forms that we sent them that we required them to fill out with their $40 deposit. So everybody is good to go. So if there's any last minute changes, you can always reach out to us and let us know. And like I said, we will give them that $40 back the morning of the trip. And I know the time that we're leaving is early on that Sunday. We're going to be departing here at 6 a.m. And that's just so we can get a full day in. So we're not wasting any time, just lollygagging around. So we're expecting everybody to be here super early. And I know that's hard when you're from further away counties. So, if you do have the option to stay in town, that might be the best, but I know that's not feasible for everybody. But we will be leaving the parking lot at 6 a.m. that Sunday morning. Any other questions?
And that parking lot is where? I'm sorry, you might have said that already.
It's the Jones Jaggers parking lot. So it's right next to McNeil Elementary School. And I think she said the physical address was 469. No.
439.
439. Yeah. 439 University Boulevard. And so we're right on campus, at the bottom of campus, next to McNeil Elementary School.
I do have a question. That's where they caught the bus to go to Nashville.
Yep. Yep. If your student went to the Lion King back in January, it's that same exact parking lot.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Good questions. Anybody else have anything?
Yes, I'm from Caverna high school,
Yes.
and my friend Ladarius Wagner wants to make sure that he's coming or not because he hasn't been getting the emails and stuff. So could you check if he's coming?
Yes, they go to his mother, so his mother has all of his information.
Alrighty, thank you.
All right. If anybody doesn't have any other questions, and we will wrap it up for the night. I appreciate you guys attending. And again, if you have any questions between now and then, feel free to email us, call us, text us. We want to help alleviate any questions you may have. So we're here to help.
Just one quick question.
Yeah.
Vaccinations are not mandatory for this trip, correct?
No, all vaccination requirements have been dropped for that city. So
okay,
you're good. Yeah, and that was not even we asked that on the application, but that's not something that we actually considered when choosing the students. So
okay.
good questions. All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful evening. If you think of any questions. Oh, yep, go ahead.
So the ETS thing that you usually, like the group that you usually text us from on our numbers, is that going to be the same throughout the trip?
I probably won't use that one because that has all the students at Edmonson County on there. So we'll just have to create a new one, and we can just add the numbers that you guys want added to it.
Okay, thank you.
So we'll be looking for an email. We'll send it out just like we did the information for tonight, where you can respond to us and give us a telephone number that you want us to add to that group text.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Hi, Christian.
Yeah.
All right. Good question. So we will wrap it up. And if you have anything else, just let us know. And we are excited to have your student with us in Chicago. Good night, y'all. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.